Hello, it's a pleasure to welcome you to our ITV Gold studio here in New Jersey. I'm your host, Nadi Kathuria. Get ready to be informed and inspired with a recap of the important news from the past week in our very special Sunday edition, only on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. In the news this morning, Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh shares his views on current affairs. The 2023 convention and 30th anniversary celebrations of the Indian American International Chamber of Commerce IAICC takes place. The Pain Instacare IFAB Music Awards recognizes exceptional talent within the local music industry. Federation of Indian Associations New England hosts Spring Gala. IFAB honors outstanding frontline heroes on Doctors' Day. IIT alumni sign MOU for water sustainability at the UN 2023 Water Conference. Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan's upcoming tour to USA announced. Stay with us on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community for news in detail right after this short break. Check out this week's episode of our exclusive show this week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh, featuring Padma Shri awardee Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Hear his perspective on the news making headlines this week.
And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week.
Namaskar, I have with me a Padma Shri recipient, Dr. Sudhir Parikh, in our weekly show this week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Dr. Parikh, how are you today?
Namaskar, everyone.
Dr. Parikh, historic indictment of an ex-president of America, and it looks like this has not dampened any mass support for, Trump. And with House and Senate, which is divided, what should we expect next?
Well, next is more excitement for the Trump and more money for the Trump. Because as you know that when they declared last week, Friday or Saturday, Thursday or Friday, that he's going to be indicted today, Tuesday, he raised $4 million in between. So that shows that people who are supporting him, they are going all the way out, and they perceive this indictment is a political stunt. And whether it is political stunt or not, only judicial system will decide. But right now, it looks like, according to his supporter, that this is a political vendetta, and it should not be done. And see what happens, because even paying the hush money from his own private account, it's not a crime. Only time it becomes crime when you use campaign money to pay that hush money amount.
Right.
So the case is very weak against him.
Right.
Because he can always has answer to that. That he never show me the proof that I paid from campaign. Right, so I think it will be interesting. But I think there is no dampening. On the contrary, I think his campaign, at least primary, he will be winning primary. Because right now I think almost 60% Republican voters, they support him. And other contenders are in the single digits right now.
Right.
Only 1 or 2 are in 20s, and he is in 60s.
Right.
So there is no way to catch up that thing, because most of the time in primary, only senior citizen or senior people votes, and very few people votes. Young population doesn't come out to vote in both the party, and therefore the winning primary is very easy, not very big challenge. And once debate starts, we know from past history of his that he will destroy one by one, as he did last time Jeff Bush. He completely destroyed him. He completely destroyed Mario from the Florida. He was running for president, so he destroyed everyone.
Right.
by attacking personally and whatnot.
Next key election in India, it's in the state of Karnataka, and we know people can vote differently in state and national elections. BJP is facing some anti-incumbency and also does not have a, I would say, strong leadership face in the state. So, how do you think things are playing between BJP and Congress?
Well, right now, if you read recent poll. Their Seawater poll survey and other surveys, major survey, they all are giving Congress lead, 120 to 130 seats against BJP's 60 to 80 seats. So, if election held today, probably Congress will win. But again, there is another 6 weeks to go. So it's a long time in politics. 6 weeks, so it can change everything.
Right.
And Prime Minister Modi's magic can work. And that's why Prime Minister is almost every week is there doing the campaigning, and hopefully it will work. But right now, the bet in favor of Congress rather than BJP in Karnataka.
Let's go to media and entertainment news. And, it was a star-studded event, and I'm sure you must have seen it too. A big inauguration event for Anita Mukesh Ambani's Cultural Center.
Right.
And it definitely looks like a world-class center in India now. So, how will a center like this help promote culture in India?
Well, it gives a different perspective to the other culture of the world, to the Indian people.
Right.
And it's always when you are exposed to the other culture of the world, you learn a lot directly or indirectly. And as you know, that most of the fashion designers are from India.
Right.
And India is the kind of capital of the designer clothes. Even the designer who is in the Ralph Lauren or anyone who are even in the Western designer, they make their clothes in India.
Absolutely.
because it's cheaper, less expensive, and we have good craftsmanship.
Absolutely.
So I think India will, by having this kind of center, there will be more communication between different countries in India. And I think it's always win-win situation.
Absolutely, and let's talk about the cricket. The cricket fever is at its peak in India with the kickoff of IPL 2023, and the media, rights went for a whooping $6.2 billion, which is, making per match value of IPL second to the world, right behind NFL. So, any favorite teams or players you follow?
Well, I follow, obviously, my favorite teams are Bombay IPL team, Gujarat IPL team, and Rajasthan IPL team. I think those three teams have a very good chance of winning the ultimate trophy. And now IPL is like here in USA or in UK, where there is not USA but UK, where they are completely independent league. And it driven by money. So in a sense that if you are a better player, you can bid higher. So that's the way it works. And everybody is free to go anywhere. So I think IPL is a great way of playing the cricket and making it more lucrative so young people can join the cricket.
Right.
And that was the whole idea.
And the weather is changing. We can talk about, weather starting to change, and we will see pools opening up, pool parties, barbecues going on. But on a sad stat, there are around 11 people who die every day drowning. Any tips, any advice, for our viewers on how to be safe and have fun at the same time this summer?
Of course, drowning is very common thing. It's not new thing. But usually all the young kids should use the pool with under supervision, like bodyguard or adult supervision, and that's the reason why they get drowned in the pool. Or they should not do unnecessary diving and all those things. this diving also creates a lot of head injury because young kids, they don't realize that they are diving into shallow part or deep part of the pool. So I think it's a common sense there, and in spite of all this thing, drowning can happen. And so when you throw a party and you invite kids and all adults, even adults and everyone gets to the your pool party, you make sure that there is someone who is watching them while the party is going on, and that's the only way you can prevent accidents.
But doctor, you are talking about like kids getting drowned, and I think recently, a couple of years back, even I have heard like adults getting drowned because probably they didn't know how to swim.
Right.
So do you think it's important, especially United States, it's all water-based sports here. If you want to enjoy summers, if you want to enjoy life, it's all water-based here. Do you think it's very important for everybody to learn swimming if they don't know?
Yeah, it is very important to learn swimming if they don't know, but after saying that, after a certain age, it's difficult to learn. I mean, you can learn, but you can learn only superficially, and that's very dangerous. Then you may think that you know how to swim, and there you get into accident of drowning.
But I would say, especially for the adults, if you don't know swimming, please don't even venture out thinking, koi nahi, India mein baad aati and we have walked in that water, in those water puddles. It's not the same thing.
Right.
It's very different. So just make sure that, if you're not knowing swimming, please don't even attempt to swim. Get into the water and make sure you have somebody else watching the kids who really is a good swimmer.
Right. I agree with you. Yeah.
So before you go out with this week's message to our viewers, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parekh on Facebook at Dr. Parekh, that is DoctorParikh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH.
Well, dear friends, now we are in the spring season. The weather is good, the sunshine, there's a lot of sunshine. This is a time to enjoy with your friends and family. So please go out all the way and enjoy with your friends and family and make a best out of spring, summer and fall. So till then, I would say God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and we'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye.
The IAICC recently held its 2023 convention and the 30th anniversary celebrations in Washington, D.C. The event included a congressional reception, Indian ambassador's reception, and a gala banquet. Industry experts and government leaders from US and India engaged in panel discussions that examined US-India trade relations and potential opportunities for the future. India's ambassador to the United States, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, highlighted the potential for collaboration between the United States and India in critical and emerging technologies. Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh was presented with a special award by Congressman Shri Thanedar and the IAICC board members in recognition of his support for the chamber.
end of Obama administration. It costed $60 when United States and India collaborated, and I mentioned to you scale and expense, the cost being from $60 down to $1. Similarly, we also have examples of COVID happening. You have heard of course, the Boeing Tata deal, joint research work, somewhere connecting the energy of the young there with the innovation here. So again, finally, the bipartisan support, especially in the US Congress, and I know KV has known me for years. I have myself actually witnessed, the US Congress was a body which was even further, or they were the pioneers compared to the administration. Yes. I recall way back in 1998 when the first Brown Back Amendment was passed. Again, it was Republicans and Democrats coming together. So it should not surprise us that in the last 1 month we have had Leader Schumer along with 10 committee chairmen visiting India. Similarly, we are going to have a number of other CODELs going, including one which will be perhaps led by the Speaker of US Congress.
The greatness of this country, though, the person who had all that trouble, now as a US Congressman, I sit on the Homeland Security Committee. And I'm a ranking member of a subcommittee in charge of securing our borders. Only in America. That's the greatness of our country. A country of immigrants and a country that welcomes people from all walks of life, all over the country, the world. So after the visa, I was excited. I got on the plane. There is a rumor that I had $20 in my pocket when I came to the United States, and that's not true. I had $16 as I had a couple of beers on the plane. And I got a PhD in chemistry. And then I got a job at the University of Michigan as a postdoc, more polymers, more battery work, electrical batteries back then. And then worked as a chemist in St. Louis, Missouri for 6 years and wanted to be on my own. And normally when you want to start a business, and we have a lot of entrepreneurs here, we have a lot of success stories we heard all day today. I wanted to be on my own, but I didn't have any ideas how to start a new business. Nor did I have any capital. Those are two things you need. You need a great idea and something to invest. But I found a little lab that was solving very, very tough problems. This was a lab that a scientist named Clara Craver, she owned this lab and she was running this business for like last 30 years. And the revenues were flat at $150,000 a year. It's a 3-person company.
If I have accomplished anything in this world, a little, that I tell you, 99.9% of that goes to Vijay. This woman is an incredible woman. She was doing her PhD in information systems at the University of Maryland. And one fine day, we were going to visit a friend of mine. She was a passenger in a car. And unfortunately, an accident happened. And to put it in a nutshell, she has been disabled ever since, okay? And fortunately, with 9 surgeries, she's able to walk and stand next to me today. But with all that one, if any credit I have earned in this world, I swear to you, it's because of my darling wife, Vijay. I really want to thank every one of you for being here. I want to thank Ambassador Greg Newell for agreeing to be the keynote speaker today. And this morning, when I requested Congressman Thanedar and Mrs. Thanedar, Mr. Shashi Thanedar, who graciously agreed to come this evening. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. And we will support IAICC together for the new new administration who are going to be sworn in a few minutes. I'll request at that time. Okay. Today is also a very special.
I am very pleased to have two greatest Americans with me, Sudhir Parikh, Krishna Reddy. These are the two people who have made big difference in the country, and I am so glad to have them with me.
Thank you, Dr. Sudhir Parikh, and we had a good evening with Ambassador, and all of you have done a beautiful work you have done for so many years. Yes, congratulations, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Well, I want to honor someone that I have respected, Sudhir, has been an amazing. You've done a great job for the Indian American community, and you've been a big part of the political process in America. So we really thank you for your lifetime of achievement, decades of service to the Indian American community. And as a result of all the good work that you've done, we have now 5 Indian Americans as U.S. congressmen. So there's a lot that has been done, and this community has contributed so much to the success of our great country, United States of America. So it is a pleasure, and I congratulate you for everything you've done. Thank you.
The 5th annual IFAB Awards were held at Royal Ambassador Banquet in NJ on March 18th, hosted by Jewel of India and Pain Instacare to recognize local talent in the US music scene. The event included a red carpet gala, interviews with nominated artists, a fashion show, and a dance performance by the Satrangi School of Fusion. Additionally, 6 women received WOW Awards to celebrate International Women's Day. Dr. Juhi Jigyasi served as an anchor and lead organizer, while Dr. Raj Gupta surprised attendees with his vocal performance. The event concluded with the presentation of awards, 2 nominated artists, and the announcement of the IFAB Model of the Year winners from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, the USA, and Pakistan, who will compete in the finale in September.
Beautiful singing.
इन दिनों दिल मेरा मुझसे है कह रहा तू ख्वाब सजा तू जी ले जरा
Federation of Indian Associations New England held a spring gala in Providence, Rhode Island on March 25th, attended by high-profile guests including Congressman Seth Magaziner, Representative Sri Thanedar, Mayor Roberto De Silva, and India's Deputy Consul General in New York City, Dr. Varun Jeff. Over 300 members of the Indian American community were present at the event, where distinguished community members were honored for their service. The launch of the Indian American Unity Cricket League by FIA New England with Kapil Dev as its brand ambassador was the highlight of the event. The inaugural matches of the league will be held in September this year, and the announcement was followed by several dignitaries batting against bowling by captains of 4 New England-based cricket club teams on stage.
Now the champion! Oh! Not good. Oh! That's the best one.
Hi, good morning, good evening, whatever time you see this message. Especially I want to thank the people living in America who are trying to promote the game called cricket, which I played for almost 15 years for my country. Indo-American Unity Cricket League happening in month of September. I can't express in words, but anything happen, something like that, which is not cricketing playing country, you feel very proud and happy. Gratitude to a few names I want to take here: Rudy Slant, Daniel Mackay, and Bob De Silva. I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, but I overhearing their name all the time. These are the people who are really working very hard for the success of the cricket and the charity game. Wish everybody all the luck. Enjoy the game. I hope one day America will take this cricket into the level where nobody have seen. Namaskar, Jai Hind, God bless America. Love you all. Bye.
The Jewel of India hosted its second annual Doctors' Day celebration on April 1st at Jhopri Restaurant in Plainsboro, New Jersey. The event included a red carpet gala evening with musical performances by award-winning singers and a dinner buffet by Jhopri Restaurant. The highlight of the event was the recognition of 5 frontline heroes who made a difference in society, including Dr. Akshata Kamath, Dr. Umar Farooq, Dr. Rajan Gupta, Venkat Krishnan, and Nayana Bhatt. All awardees spoke about their contribution to society, and the organizers expressed their gratitude towards doctors for dedicating their lives to others. The event was entertaining with great food, music, and awards for deserving frontline heroes.
I must say this again and again, please, next time when you go for any surgery, any family member, please make sure that they get anesthetized with an anesthesiologist. It's important. They are the ones who keep you breathing and alive.
So the magic word that connected me with Juhi is AFib. So I always wanted to bring engineering solutions to medical problems. I'm not the only designer, so she used the word CT. I didn't bring CT to the world. I actually, when I was very young, I was trained in Japan. I don't know how many of you know this. I installed the first whole body CT scanner of Chennai as well as Hyderabad. So that was a Japanese government project. So I always considered myself lucky and blessed because there are so many talents. You just happen to be in the limelight. Decided
Training students to carry the torch forward, which is the most important one, because you're making an impact in the community, guys. So I'll have Dr. Farooq tell us more about it. Congratulations, Dr. Farooq, for a great job.
Thank you so much for such a big honor. I am humbled to receive this award. You're doing a great job. I look like my whole team is here, anesthesiologists, technologists, like technology, computer, and engineer, and who else, like all of them.
He'll make a movie on you, Doctor.
For all my team, I'm internal medicine, internal medicine, so we like do all that basic stuff. And when patients go for the surgery, they come and say me, thank you, my surgery went very well, thank you, but I get all the credit. So I tell you to do the job, I get the credit. So today I was like the most impressed by those two kids.
The Water Bank Foundation WBF Trust held its 5 UN-approved events during the UN 2023 Water Conference to drive opportunity and cleaner water for those in need. The events held on World Water Day allowed almost 250 experts to brainstorm ways to boost UN Sustainable Development Goals. The day ended with the introduction of WBF's flagship mission, Barter Water for Sustainability, and the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding to pilot a sustainable model for arsenic mitigation in Bihar. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres emphasized the need for a bold water action agenda from the UN 2023 Water Conference. Arif Khan from the music world, Imran Raja from Rocking Entertainment, and Bindu Kohli Entertainment are organizing a mega event called Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Up Close and Personal. The tour will start on April 29th in Greensboro, North Carolina, and will continue in Irving, Texas, Maryland, New Jersey, Florida, Houston, Texas, and California. The concert in NJ will take place on May 6th at Cure Insurance Arena in Trenton. On April 3rd, a press conference was held at King Palace in Edison, New Jersey, which was attended by promoters and media. Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan virtually addressed the press conference and answered questions from the media.
On behalf of all the promoters, really appreciate you, the media, for being here tonight. Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to introduce Arif Khan of the music world. Just a little bit of history. This vision was his to make Rahat Fateh Ali Khan happen along with these amazing promoters.
Thank you, Vidyaji, and I really appreciate King Palace. Raji, thank you so much for providing us with space. And also, I would like to say thank you for my promoters, my followers coming from Jay Baji from San Jose. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Rehan Siddiqui, one and only, everybody knows Rehan Siddiqui. जब भी रेहान का नाम आता है चेहरे पे हंसी आ जाती है. Adnan Siddiqui. आपको ये हमारे दोस्त बहुत अच्छे हैं, नासिर सिद्दीकी। थैंक यू सो मच नासिर सिद्दीकी। नासिर सिद्दीकी साहब समझ लें कि ये पौधा लगाने में जो बीज है वो नासिर सिद्दीकी भाई का है। आई रियली अप्रिशिएट। एंड हमारे इमरान राजा साहब ये इतने बड़े सपोर्टर हैं कि इनकी माशाल्लाह हेल्थ देखिए, देख सकते हैं कि कहीं भी जोड़ दें इनको। थैंक यू रियान भाई फॉर कमिंग वर्जीनिया। रफ़ी भाई हमारे एल से आए, एल का शो कर रहे हैं 28 को कैलिफोर्निया के अंदर।
Well, Assalamu alaikum, and to all the respected media, welcome to the press conference of the living legend, the pride and the legend of Pakistan, Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. Finally, the breaking news, the breaking press conference, जो कि आज मुझे पता है कि पूरी US में हर जगह पर आग की तरह फैल जाएगी, because people have been waiting. This is the first time, I would say, in the last 20 years that I've been hosting him, that he's coming after a long break of almost 4 years. The visa has been stamped, and थोड़ी देर में अफ्तार से पहले खान साहब हमें पाकिस्तान से लाइव ज्वाइन करेंगे. So looking forward for this amazing press conference.
From the very beginning, it's been almost 15-20 years. Across the world, we've been part of all his concerts and following the same footstep. Yet this year, much awaited tour, we are again a part of Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab. And he is, I want to say, he is one man whose fan base is over 1 billion. He's one man whose followers are over 1 billion. So he is definitely 1 in a billion. And I'm also honored to have worked with almost every one of the promoters here. And a special thanks to, of course, Arif Khan for putting it together at such a short time. And all the distinguished and illustrious promoters who came from all over the US. And we are looking for nothing but the best of the concert tour. Thank you.
Yes, namaste. Yeah, mother. आप लोगों का शुक्रिया. You guys here and always support राहत फतेह अली साहब concert. तो पहला सवाल क्या रहेंगे?
क्या
तैयारी ये है कि अभी तक तो शुक्र है कि it's been doing great because of Rehan came over in Dallas and then announced the show. So and then everybody also.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम. बड़ी खुशी हो रही है आपको देखकर, और 4 सालों के बाद अमेरिका तो इंतज़ार नहीं हो रहा कि हमारे खान साहब कब आएंगे. एंड माशाल्लाह 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 सबसे मुलाकात हुई है. मैं बहुत अच्छे अपने दोस्तों को देख के मेरा दिल बाग हो रहा है. आई थिंक यहाँ पे मैं चाहूँगा कि let's give a big hand. It's so nice to see him. Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. He is live with us. You have the insurance and you have the guarantee from each and every city that Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan tour is on, and inshallah in the next 25 days to become he will be landing here in the United States of America.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
भूल जाने का हुनर मुझको सिखाते जाओ, जा रहे हो तो सभी नक्श मिटाते जाओ, चलो रस्म ही सही मुड़ के तोड़ते तोड़ते ताल्लुक को निभाते जाओ. कभी कभी ये मुझे सताए, कभी कभी ये रुलाए, फकत मेरे दिल से उतर जाएगा, फकत मेरे दिल से उतर जाएगा. बिछड़ना मुबारक बिछड़ जाइएगा. कभी कभी ये मुझे सताए, कभी कभी ये रुलाए.
Ladies and gentlemen, so tonight we had the press conference for the legendary Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan tour that's happening. The tour starts April 29th and it goes on till the end of May, May 28th to be exact. So all the promoters were here tonight. Folks, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan's visa has not only been approved but stamped. Tonight you heard it from him. He's all geared up for the tour. He is all excited for the tour. He's coming after 4 years. That's right, folks, you heard me, 4 years. So everybody come out, go to whatever city you're in. All the shows are happening in all the major cities: New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, Atlanta, Orlando, Dallas, Houston, San Jose, California. 12 shows that are happening. So get your tickets fast and don't miss the biggest tour of 2023, Ustad Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. Thank you.
That's all for Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community this morning. If you have any feedback, suggestions or community news you'd like for our television and print coverage, we'd love to hear. Email us at events@itvgold.com. Give us a follow on our Facebook handle at ITVGold, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk at the Tri-State or Chicago region for news, entertainment, and events. Alternatively, you can also read the News India Times newspaper either online at www.newsindiatimes.com, or you can get a hard copy of the same by calling 212-675-7515. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nidhi Kathuria signing off.